Vado Arahado Sama Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahado Sama Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahado Sama Sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagawa arahang sama sambuddho vijajarana sambano sugado lokavido anuttaro puvisadhamma saradhisana dewa manusanang buddho bhagawati. Swakado Bhagavata Dhammo Sannidhigo Akaliko Ehipasiko Opanayiko Pacatang Veditabo Vinyuhidi. Subhadivano Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho Subhadivano Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho Yayavadivano Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho Sami Shivadivano Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho Yadidang Chata Vibui Sayuka Niyada Bui Sabungala Esa Bhagavado Sawaka Sangho Ahuneyo Bahuneyo Dakineyo Anjali Kavaniyo Anuttarang Punya Keta Lokasadi. Vandami jediyang samang sampatane subadididang savivikana dumaha udim buddharupa sakalang sadawandami jediyang sampatane subadididang savivikana Tumaha buddhim buddharupa sakalang sadawanda bijidiyang sampatane subadididang savi vigana tumaha buddharupang sakalang sadawanda. Imaya Dhamanu Dhamma Badi Badiya Udang Bujebi Imaya Dhamanu Dhamma Badi Badiya Dhammang Bujebi Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Badi Badiya Sanghang Pujebi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With Sayadaw permissions, now we can. I would like to lead us to request for the 3 refuge and 8 precept on the last page. Since many of you may not be familiar with the Pali, I can recite and then you can repeat after me. Và bây giờ chúng ta thọ tam tam bảo và bát quan trai giới. Aham bante tisaranena saha atanga samanagatam uposatha silang dhammang yachami anukahankatva silang detha me bante dudiyambi aham bante tisaranena saha atanga samanagatam uposatha silang dhammang yachami anukahankatva silang detha me bante tadiyambi aham bante tisaranena saha atanga samanagatam uposatha silang dhammang yachami anukahankatva silang detha me bante yang aham vadami tang vadetha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami, dhammang saranang gacchami, sanghang saranang gacchami, dudiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, dudiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, dudiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Sagana kamanang paribunang panati bata veramani sekabadang samadhiyami adinadana veramani sekabadang samadhiyami abramacariya veramani sekabadang samadhiyami surameraya musawada veramani sekabadang samadhiyami surameraya macha pamadatthana veramani sekabadang samadhiyami vikala bhojana veramani sekabadang samadhiyami nacha kita wadita sukadasana malaganda vilepana dharana Mandana Vibhusana Thana Veramani Sekhabadang Samadhiyami Ujasayana Mahasayana Veramani Sekhabadang Samadhiyami Idame Silang Makafala Nyanasa Pajeyo Hodu Apamadena Sambadeta. And now we would like to invite Sayadaw U Tejânana to give us a short instruction on the practice.
Thank you, Bande. Dear yogis, I'm very happy to see all practitioners, yogis, and devotees, and all sanghas in this Dande retreat. Now, I would like to give a short instruction on the practice. In order to practice sitting meditation, keep your upper body straight. Breathe in and breathe out steadily. Fix your attention on the abdomen. Fix your attention on the abdomen. Note rising and falling of the abdomen from the beginning to the end. When the mind wanders, note as wandering, 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 and go back to the rising and falling of the abdomen. If the mind reaches somewhere, note as reaching, 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 then go back to the rising and falling of the abdomen. If you imagine meeting somebody, note as meeting, meeting, meeting. Then go back to the rising and falling of the abdomen. If you imagine meeting and talking to the somebody, known as talking, talking, talking. In short, whatever thought or reflection occurs should note it. If you imagine, note as imagining. If you think, thinking. If you plan, planning. If you perceiving. If you reflecting, if you feel happy, if you feel bored, if you feel glad, if you feel disheartened, and then go back to the rising and falling of the abdomen. Noting all these acts of consciousness is called Chaitanupasana. And then, in order to practice a walking meditation, please, Pandi, demonstrate. In order to practice walking meditation, you must change from the sitting postures to the standing postures before getting up from the seat. Be mindful of the intention to get up, or say to yourself, intention. Then get up slowly, keeping your mind on the whole of your body and concentrating on its upward movement. When you have stood up, be mindful of standing, 3 or 4 or 5 times. And then practice walking meditation. To practice walking meditation, choose a path and walk back and forth on it. When walking, you make steps. When making a step, you first lift your foot and then move it forward and put it down. Then sway your body a little to shift weight. While practicing walking meditation, trying to be mindful of these movements. Your mind should be kept on moving of the foot. So you don't have to worry about being mindful of the breath or the movement of the abdomen when you are practicing walking meditation. So keep your mind on the foot. When you lift the foot, be mindful of lifting. When you move it forward, be mindful of moving. Be mindful moving forward. Be mindful of moving. And when you place it down, be mindful of the placing. Pay close attention so that you are fully aware of these movements. After putting one foot down, say your body slightly as you shift your weight. And when you shift the weight, be mindful of shifting. Be mindful of shifting, keeping your mind on the whole of your body. Then make the next step, being mindful of lifting, moving, placing, and shifting. Walk until you reach the end of the walking part, stopping there. Be mindful of stopping. And when you have the intention to turn, be mindful of that intention or make the mental note, intention, then make the turn slowly with mindfulness or with the mental note, turning. While walking, keep your eyes slightly open and fixed on the path 3 or 4 feet ahead of you. Do not look up or glance around here and there. But if you do happen to look up, you must be mindful of that looking or seeing. Do not keep your eyes closed, or you may fall. Keeping them open a little and looking downward. Pay close attention to the movements when you make the steps. If you are a complete beginner and have no experience in walking this way, you may begin with the mindfulness of just stepping. In this case, you can walk a little faster and make the mental notes, stepping. When you have become comfortable with noting the stepping, you will have seen that a step is a compound of the smaller movements, one of which is lifting the foot. Every time the foot is lifted, be mindful of the lifting or make notes as lifting. When that feels comfortable, you may note another movement, such as moving the foot forward, lifting, moving, lifting, moving, lifting, moving, and so on. And when you are comfortable with noting these two stages, then add one more, placing the foot down, lifting, moving, placing, lifting, moving, placing, and so on. Pay close attention to these movements. In this way, you can adapt to the practice little by little. If you really pay close attention to these movements, you will find yourself slowing down automatically, but do not force yourself to slow down. Do not force yourself to slow down. Just pay close attention to the movements, and the slowing down will happen automatically. Then, if you pay close attention, you will notice many more things than I'm going to include in these instructions. Whether you are practicing sitting meditation or walking meditation, you are just watching. You are not making anything up. If you are mindful of, if you are mindful only of the object or the present moment, you are not imagining. Do not look for objects. Do not look for objects and do not imagine them. Watch or be mindful of the object at the present moment. Pay attention just to what is there. Walking meditation should be practiced when you are entering the meditation hall and when leaving the hall. You also have to pay attention to the related activities, such as, for example, opening and closing the door, or taking off shoes and putting them back on. These activities must be done with mindfulness. These activities must be done with mindfulness. That's all. Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Kính thưa kính thưa quý vị, thưa quý vị, và sau đây là Ngài cho chúng ta phần hướng dẫn cái cách hành thiền một cách rất là ngắn gọn. Và Ngài nói rằng Ngài rất hoan hỷ thấy tất cả các quý vị chư tăng ni đến đây để dự cái khóa thiền 10 ngày. Và sau đây Ngài sẽ cho chúng ta cái lời hướng dẫn để thực hành. Khi hành thiền đó thì cái phần nhiều đó là chúng ta ngồi và đi kinh hành. Cho nên Ngài sẽ hướng dẫn kỹ về hai cái phần này. Nói về ngồi đó thì chúng ta ngồi lưng thẳng, ngồi một cách thoải mái. Cái tâm đó để nhẹ nhàng ở trên vùng bụng và cảm nhận cái sự phồng lên và xẹp xuống ở vùng bụng. Và khi mà mình cảm nhận nó phồng lên từ lúc nó bắt đầu thì mình nói thầm ở trong tâm là phồng phồng. Và khi mà mình cảm nhận cái xẹp nó bắt đầu xẹp xuống từ từ thì chúng ta nói thầm ở trong tâm là xẹp xẹp. Và khi mình hay biết là tâm nó bắt đầu nó suy nghĩ thì mình hay biết và mình niệm thầm liền là suy nghĩ, suy nghĩ, suy nghĩ. Rồi sau đó trở về với lại phòng và xẹp. Còn nếu như chúng ta thấy là mình đang nói chuyện với ai đó ở trong tâm, cái tâm mình nó tưởng tượng hay là nó có cái hình ảnh là mình đang nói chuyện với ai đó, thì cũng hãy niệm thầm là nói, rồi trở về với lại phòng và xẹp. Như vậy bất cứ những cái suy nghĩ nào, những cái tính toán nào, những cái sự buồn phiền khi mà nó sanh lên thì chúng ta phải hay biết và ghi nhận nó liền lập tức. Ví dụ như là suy nghĩ, hoặc là mình cảm thấy vui thì mình niệm thầm là vui, vui, vui. Hoặc là mình cảm thấy buồn quá thì mình cũng phải hay biết và niệm thầm là buồn, buồn. Hoặc là mình cảm thấy chán thì cũng phải hay biết liền.
And mindful resting. For the Jews, for one thing, we just want to, we go through first. And then we go back to this. 5 to 6 is listening to Dhamma talk. And then 6 to 7, walking. 7 to 8 is sitting. And then 8 to 9 is walking. And then the last sitting is 9 to 10. That's the sitting. And then around 9:45 is the loving kindness chanting. And that would help us to go back to sleep and to finish a day of practice. One thing that we want to share is here we have two areas. The front, the holy garden, when you enter the center, and then here on the island. So here is where we listen to the Dhamma talk. We all come here to listen to Dhamma talk at 5 p.m. But other than that, the man and the monk, we will practice outside in the holy garden. We have a Dhamma hall out there also. So when with the schedules, please be reminded that we will be practicing out in the small meditation hall, and it is suitable because it does have many places for you to do walking meditation also. Here we will allow the nuns and the lady to practice here, and then they can use this area for walking meditation or outside freely. And then, of course, before 5, maybe about 4:40, then we can start for the monks and the men. We will start walking here, and then be here before 5 for the Dhamma talk. So that is just one thing that we remind ourselves. And then so that means that juice time, there will be at 4, there will be juice served out in our area for the monks and the men. And then in the here at 4 time will also be juice for the nuns and the lady in front. You can see the table there. And now we go through the regulation a little bit. I think it's self-understanding. Và bây giờ chúng ta theo dõi cái nội quy, và nội quy cũng có tiếng Việt, cho nên sư sẽ chỉ nói tiếng Anh thôi. First is maintain mindfulness and noble silence at all times during the retreat. This allows us to gain continuity in our mindfulness. So we try to do that as much as we can, so that make our retreat beneficial. Number 2, follow the daily schedule closely. Now that we know our daily schedules, try to train our mind so that we can follow the schedule closely. What time to sit, what time to walk. We can see that the sitting and the walking are intertwined. And there's a reason for that. Master Sayadaw said that when you sit, you gain a lot of concentration. But then when you walk, you gain a lot of effort. Those two help balance each other out. So that's why you have the sitting and the walking 1 hour and 1 hour the others. So if we can follow the schedule, I think we can really gain a lot of benefit. And arrive at the Dhamma hall on time to avoid disturbing others. During meditation sessions, yogi may go back to your room to use the restroom if needed, but should try not to take rest in your room during this time. We can go back to our room to take if we need to go to our restroom. There are public restroom also that we're going to have on one side for the men and women, and then on for the women dining hall. For the men, we have one in the dining hall, and then one in here for the public. And then for the men, of course, out there in the Holy Garden, we also have a public restroom. But if you need to go to your room to go restroom and to go to your room, try not to allow the mind to get indoors, and then we want to rest a little bit, and then it will just aware of that, and then continue with the practice. We try to train our mind not to put effort and be mindful all the time. Number 4, do not stretch the feet toward the Buddha statue. Many people may not know, but when you stretch, you need do mindfully also, but do it to the side, turn to the side, and so that we don't stretch to the Buddha statue as a sign of respect. The AC should be adjusted only by the designated person. When the AC is turned on, some people don't like it, some other people may need it. So we have a designated person to take care of that. So please try not to turn it on and off yourself. We will have a designated person to take care of that for both of the meditation hall. Number 6, sign up for minor tasks if posted. We take the liberty of signing you up for minor tasks. I know in the sign up form we ask for your help, and I think you really approve. So we try to, because here the center is still new, so the labor is still much needed. We don't have much. So with your help, we can really make the retreat run smoothly. So please take a look on the dining hall where we have a sign up list for your help. We basically ask for your help just 30 minutes per day. 30 minutes per day, and with those help, we can try to maintain mindfulness also. So that means that you can do daily activity with mindfulness even while you do the task. So I think that's also, we also think that also be very helpful to your practice. And we thank you for helping us out. Number 7, if there is any request or comment, please write on a piece of paper and put inside the drop box in the dining hall. If urgent, please talk to the retreat coordinator. Again, you can help us if there is anything that you need during the retreat, or any concern or any comment, please write it down. Write it down become a very good practice during the retreat, so that it eliminate any talking, minimize and maintain noble silence. So just write it down with your name, your room, and then what you would need, maybe soap or something. If any concern that you may have, please let us know and put in a the drop box. We will check it every day and get back to you as soon as we can. Number 8, do not skip any sitting meditation session, especially the last one at 9 p.m. So we try to follow the schedule. 10 days can come by very fast. So we try to maximize our practice. So try to follow this, not to skip any sitting. And the last one at 9 p.m. We try to keep that also. Because after that, then there's a method chanting also, it become important. Number 9, please arrive at the Dharma hall at least 5 times before the Dharma talk at 5 p.m. So at 5 p.m., Sayadaw will come here to give Dharma talk. As a sign of respect to the Dharma, we should be here seated before Sayadaw come in the Dharma hall. So try to come before 5 minutes before, and then so that when Sayadaw come in, we are all seated and get ready for the Dharma talk. Number 10, avoid activity that can disturb the practice, such as reading books, reading, yoga, or exercise. Listen to electronic device, wandering around. These will distract us from the present moment. Like talking can really make us lose our mindfulness. Walking around, enjoy the places, that we can do afterward. We try to do those afterward. Reading books is important, but that is after the retreat. Reading is not important during the retreat. After the retreat, maybe. And then yoga and exercise, we can do that before or after the retreat. But during the practice, we just try to maintain mindfulness on the present moment as much as we can. And then, of course, we do not listen to electronic device and not wandering around. We try to keep ourselves within the premises. So the women, the nun and the women will be in here, and not the monks and the men will be out there, and not even outside of our properties. Because when you practice, we try to have a good, secure area, because we try to be focused, looking down, but be mindful as if we cannot see anything. So these are a good environment for us to stay within, so that we don't have to go outside and where there will be traffic and it's not safe. Oh, and on that thought, please be mindful also, even here we have workers coming in, they are building our facility. So there's a lot of cars coming in, a lot of sound. Please try to disregard and just know that as hearing. And then when you do walking meditation, do try to be mindful when you go to the driveway, because car, of course, in and out. The golf cart also, when we drive the golf cart, be mindful also, don't go too fast. So we can, all the traffic, if we can stay in here during walking, that would be best, so that we allow the worker to do what they need to do. Number 11 on the other side of the page, avoid taking phone call. If needed, keep it short and away from other yogis. So we don't take your phone. You can keep your phone, but as a good practice, try to not using it, except if you use it for alarm, or if you need for emergency. Please keep it short and keep it away from others, so you do not disturb yourself and do not disturb others also. Number 12, bow before and after each sitting, each Dharma talk, and each interview to display gratitude and humility. Do not take bowing as a behavior of lower status. So this is just a way of us to show our respect to the Dhamma. So it's before the sitting, we pay homage to the Dharma, the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and then when we go to interview Sayadaw in the master cabin, so that is a way to show our gratitude and respect. At the interview, number 13, arrive at least 5 minutes before your interview time. So the day after tomorrow, then we will start interview. Is a time where you can come and talk with Sayadaw about your experience. Like when you sit this past 24 hours, what your special experience, or maybe some of the difficulties that you may feel during sitting. So you can discuss with Sayadaw, and Sayadaw will give us feedback and comment that will help us. And then also with the walking meditation, we do that all the time. So if we do that, how do you feel when you walk? What is our experience? We can share it to Sayadaw, and then Sayadaw will give us guidance. Tomorrow night we will talk a little bit about what to do when we go for interview the day after tomorrow. Number 14, report your interview concisely and to the point. Each of us will have about 10 minutes to do our interview. So we don't have, if we do it too long, we can take other people's time. So try to keep it within the time. And of course, after you go, you express your experience, and then Sayadaw will also keep his guidance. So keep it within the 10 minutes and just go before 5 minutes before our interview time, and then keep it within the 10 minutes that we have. And that's number 15, stay within your time slot within 10 minutes. Inside personal room. So we all have our room that we go back and rest and brush our teeth and all of that. So when we go back, be mindful in our activity inside your personal room. So when we go back, the meditation doesn't stop. It's still continue within the day. So try to maintain mindfulness when you're opening the door, when you close the door, when turn on to wash your face, when you can feel the cold, warm, all of those experience we can start to feel if we're being mindful. And then number 17, keep your personal room clean and tidy. When the room is clean and tidy, then our mind can stay focused more easily. Our mind does get not disturbed. The same thing with our sitting area here. With our sitting area, try to keep it clean and tidy. So every time we go back to sit meditation, our mind doesn't get distracted. Number 18, turn up water, electricity, and lock the door when go out. Please help us when you go out of your room. Please check the water, make sure it's turned off. Check the electricity, make sure it's turned off. And then, of course, lock the door. Everyone should have the key to your room. When you go out, please lock the door. This is a good practice. With that, thank you for your help and cooperation. So that is the schedule and the regulations. Now it's 9:05, so it's a good time for us to rest. So again, please know that for the monks and the men, we will start at we meet at 5 a.m. in the the small Dhamma hall in the Holy Garden, and then we will practice there for most of the time. After that, then we go breakfast and go back and then have lunch. But then during the Dhamma talk at 5, we will start going here. So we be here before 5. After the Dhamma talk, then we go back there and then practice. So we have our an area for our own, and the ladies also have their own area of their own to practice. So thank you for your listening and allow us to share. And thank you, Sayadaw, for your guidance. So may we all have a very good 10 days retreat, one that is beneficial to us. May we get to practice mindfulness and see its benefit more and more. We will see everyone tomorrow. Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Và bây giờ như vậy là chúng ta hoàn tất hôm nay. Mời tất cả chúng ta trở về nghỉ ngơi và mong là tất cả đại chúng sẽ có một cái khóa thiền nhiều lợi lạc và nhiều an vui. Dạ, sadhu, sadhu. Sa.